All right, great day, everyone. Let me go here. Let's go to the main page. Just grabbing some music, quick. It's been a wild day already. And we had so right off the bat, late last night, you know what? I did not adjust something, and I do need to adjust it. So let me get that set up. I totally went ahead and went live without setting this up over here. Let's check these out. VERV. Let's check out some VERV today. Wowie wow. How many shares? 65 million. VERV is on the verve of action. VERV and FSLR. First Solar. I remember the days when they were on their way up, and now they're on their way down. All right, let me just adjust it over here as well. Oh, I got to sign in. Yeah, that makes a difference. Package up some papers here. Hope you all are having an amazing day. We'll also do some GameStop as well. GameStop, SPY, VXX, UVXY, all of that good stuff. Let me adjust this. Edit. Let's do a little edit. Got it. That's okay. We can still edit. All right. So we are going to put FSLR, a little VERV, a little GameStop, a little VXX, and a little UVXY. Why not, right? All right, let's get that going. Update that. Let's pin that up above. Oops, not edit. I hit the wrong button. Discard the edit. Let's pin that. Boom. All right. Let's open it up over here. There we go. Feeling super tall today. I don't know, maybe I grew overnight, or it's just my standing desk, right? See, I feel like I'm super tall. There we go. Okay. Now I look a little more reasonable. All right, today is the 17th and 8-day energy, 8 and 4. The SPY, I posted this out yesterday. Those rascals, they changed their price level. So you guys got to check. End of day, I will check on my phone to see what's going on with the indexes, right? Look, it was down here 589.42, 38, 589.38. Yeah, they moved that to 602.58. Before it was 602.80, so they might be selling just below. Let's eliminate these over here, clear this up. Let's clean this up over here, get rid of this, clear that out. Let's clean this up. As always, if you guys like the live stream, give me a follow, a like, a share, all that amazing stuff. All right, just checking that out over here. See if you guys put anything in the notifications. Thank you, Terry, for the retweet. Let's also clean this up over here. All right. There was busy drama at the school for the kiddos. Now, I did not see that any of the other indexes last night had changed their position. Doesn't mean that's not happening, right? This looks like boom to the upside with the Qs. That's looking good still. The Russell still hanging out there. So the first one that we have seen that they have moved is the SPY, right? The most heavily traded instrument around the world. We're going to look at VERV, add that on over here. Big volume, big price action. Let's go 65 million in the float. The point of control. Gotta love it. All right, if you guys also have not seen it yet, you want to check out my book. I'm working on the DNS servers back here. So it's right here, carpeprofit.system with an e.io right there. Check out the book, Trade Like a Billionaire. It is $11 to figure out. I can't go over everything every single morning, but it is there if you guys want to check that out. All right, 4:30 for the daily point of control over here. Let's see what else we have rocking today. What's our biggest up gapper? RGC, up 16 points. They had a split. It was 38-1. Many times that's going to create a rise, short squeeze, drop, right? So we could put over here 30 million in the float. It should have, you know what? I had a dream about Regeneron, and no, I was listening to it this morning about the woman that had 23andMe, and she went bankrupt, and then Regeneron was going to buy the company, and then it backed out. Ooh, Reddit is rocking. I love me some Reddit. Got into Reddit IPO and loving this reversal here. Let's also just throw on a little fib. Throw on a fib from the bottom to the top. Right there, 78%. Looking for that 141 break all the way up to 268. That would be long-term target there. Let's put a little Reddit on. I like the stock. I'm not really a fan of the software, but it's not my opinion of what happens with the software as long as the stock is moving and we're above the big money, which we are. It's at 113.46. All right. Let's also check out our favorites of NVIDIA. Moving up. Moving on up to the new highs, to the tech company in the sky. Moving on up. 141.70. That might be like, for the millennials, that might be like, what the heck is she singing? But, you know, my age group will get it. No music today? Oh, you can't hear it, huh? There we go, Terry. I had it going. I just had it soft. I didn't want to have to be yelling at everybody. Sometimes I feel like I have it too loud and I'm screaming at the mic and I'm like, oh, I don't want to scream. All right, most recent earnings, 265.25. Circle is advancing again. All right. Circle, point of control. Look at that, still moving to the upside. All right, let's check out our further ones moving to the downside. SRM, sounds like CRM. Oh, that's not that bad. Yeah, we're not going to do that. I'm curious about CRM, actually. Dividend right now, not a lot of volume. Qubit, Solar Edge. Yes, FSLR, First Solar, Solar Edge. Oh, wowie wow. That sucks for the people that have this. I'm sorry. That is like a super nasty, nasty drop. Oh, and guess what? We're below 156.85. Let's go to Solar Edge Technology. Tesla, First Solar, Solar Edge. What is going on? Let's see. Do they have a new economist cover? American Disorder. Yeah. Right? So this to me is still signaling a sell-off next week. Great day, Asa. Thank you. When you say the upside downside, can you clear up what that means? You know what, John? It's in my book right here. Boom. I'm going to put that right over here for you guys. There you go. Moving up or moving down, right? Typically is what I mean. Potential upside target, potential downside target. So 1487 here for Solar Edge. They are coming back to where they bought before. They kind of did this with Tesla, remember? They brought it down and then they popped it back up. Ooh, let's check out Boeing. What's going on with the Boeing? The Boeing, yes, the fourth day at the 33 exponential. Isn't that interesting? And big money is up above. This feels like it's getting ready to move. We're going to put it on today. But you know what? There's not that much volume so far. But it feels like getting ready for this to move. Nah, I'm not going to put it on. But it's one to watch for more of a... I'm going to do a live stream on TikTok. So come on over, 3:05-ish. I'll do it from 3:05 until about 3:45, 3:50. So come on over to TikTok. I will do my swing trades over there. This is going to be on watch for the swing trades. So let's go... Nope, that's not what I wanted. Let's check out Meta. What's Meta doing today? Meta's still up there. Oh, WhatsApp with their advertising. Original developers did not want it to be an ad source type software. They sold out to Meta, and now Meta is... Yeah. Sounds good, John. So like for this right here, the price is at 702. The price right now is at 772. That means it's below. That means to me they were selling. If the current price action goes above that 702, then that was buying. But we see Meta at the top. We can also check out other SPY ones. I'm going to do that this afternoon. I will check those out more this afternoon. Let's see what other great ones. And N-phase energy. Yeah, N-phase energy. They should just put it N and call it end phase energy because this is going down. This is ending. It's below the double test down here, double bottom, and it looks like a nastiness. And we have a wedge set up. I don't know if your eyes see it. My eyes see the wedge. So I'm seeing like this. Right? Seeing it kind of like this. So you see the wedge there? Actually, look at that. That is crazy. Test, and oops, popped up, came down, test. My target for end phase would be 32. Longer term, unless the buyers step in. Oh, they sold at 45.23. Right there on that trend line. How cool is that, right? How cool is that? I just happened to draw it, put there, and then boom, that's exactly where they sold. That's where experience, looking at the market, all that sort of good stuff plays out beautifully. All right, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit. We're going to talk. I'm going to tweet out what we're covering. Let's see. I've got some peeps that are posting on the post I got going. Some spammers on Twitter. And just a caution to you guys, there are a lot of people that take my content. They try to scam you. It's not me. I don't ask you for money to trade Bitcoin. So just be aware of that. All right. So here we go. Let's put on VERV, RGC, Reddit, NVIDIA. We're also going to look at GameStop today. Circle. Here, what I say? Boeing, GameStop, VXX, UVXY. We're going to talk about those levels, why they're important today. All right, so Jane, hey, I found your live stream and I don't understand. Why are you like, what's going on? Why should I follow you? Well, I have been in the market since 2000 and I was first a swing trader. And then I had my first layoff of my life, 2001, the dot-com bubble crashed, imploded, and I went to culinary school. However, when I was working back then, I did have my broker's license to take orders, but I worked as an assistant and I was learning about the market, learning about learning about margin, options, all that good stuff. I had no clue what it was at that time, right? And then fast forward to being 8 months pregnant, working for an airline, getting laid off. And I went, what am I going to do to help my growing family? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go back to trading. After I'd had a $25,000 trade, turned it into $250. And then I went, that was my longer term trade. And I was like, you know what? I got this. Let's do this. So that's how I came back to the trading market. Now, in my time as a day trader, I've written 2 books about trading, hosted trading webinars, maybe going to bring those back. What do you guys think? All inclusive? I think so. That makes my life easier for scheduling it. And this is annoying me over here. This won't back up later. Why won't this just close? All right, I think I got something going on with there we go. And so I've learned about a lot of different things. I learned about low float. I learned about large caps. I learned about options, commodities, crypto, the dark pools. In hosting the webinar, I was able to get some people that I really enjoyed learning from myself that are great traders. And as they shared what they knew, I learned at the same time. And then I learned about the dark pools. I worked with Stephanie Cameron at the Stock Whisperer Trading Group as an educator. And then I went, you know what? You know what's even easier? Forget tracking all this stuff. If you could just see it on the chart, if you could see where the big guys are on the chart, you've got Bookmap, you've got Order Flow, you've got Trend Spider, you've got Trade Ideas. There's all these amazing softwares out there. And then I figured out for myself, I'm like, this is even easier. One line that you need to look at. Are we above it? Great, they were buying. Are we below it? Great, they were selling. And that's basically what the book tells you how to do. Basics of trading, what the volume point of control is, how to set it up, and how to use it for profits. So let's look at it starting with crypto over here with Bitcoin. Thanks, Terry. I know as a mom of 2, it is something that, I got into it for my family as a priority. Okay, so big money point of control. The billionaires run the market. They run the world, right? They run what businesses can do well. 23andMe maybe had the product that they wanted, so they pummeled it. They made it go bankrupt. And then, boom, once they got all of the data, they gave her some money, and now she's buying it back. They no longer need the company. Maybe. So over here, big money since April 1st for Bitcoin is at 103,923.52. Big picture. Now, that's going to be used for swing trading. For day trading, right? I would be looking at what is going on for today, just today. For crypto, Forex, I don't trade Forex. Commodities, futures, I don't trade futures. But you can set this up on your chart if you wanted to see where the big money is. It is this red and yellow right here. In the book, it talks about how to set up the colors, how to set up the parameters, how to do that so it's easy. right? I can also see that 70% of the volume is these green lines for today, 106,255 and 107,659. All right, we want a higher probability trade, reminiscence of a stock operator. Go outside of that higher probability area, right? Why are you going to get stuck in a traffic jam? If you're going to go for a long road trip, do you want to purposely take the route that has the most traffic? I don't think so, right? I really don't think you want to do that. Same thing in trading. Don't get stuck in the traffic jam right here of these camarillas and pivots. Cool, clear trade above 107,900 for Bitcoin, or below 105,600 for Bitcoin, right? So look at, you are able to create this and say, hey, I'm not going to get stuck in a bad trade. I'm not going to get stuck, and I'm not going to frustrate myself because it's just going like, Imagine Austin. Oh, I totally want to find this video, right? Let's see. Austin Powers golf cart backing up. Let me see if I can do that. If I can find that video super quickly. Here it is. All right. I hope this isn't going to throw anything off with YouTube. So here, let's see. I'm going to pause this really quickly, and I'm going to bring this up here. You don't want to be in a trade where it's like this, right? Oops. Well, I totally did it. It's all good. Come on, load a little faster, please. The 3-point turn. You don't want to be doing like this in a trade where you're just banging against the walls. Those are the camarillas. Those are the pivots. And it's just like floor traders. Hey, hedge. Floor traders are blocking you. Algorithms are blocking you. And you're just in. You're out. You're backing up. Oh, no. Hit a wall. Okay. Okay. Hit another one. Okay. Hit another one. Oops. All right. Shouldn't have gone that way. Right? So all of and then you get stuck. And you're like, this trade isn't working out. Okay, it's all right. Just go outside of it. Easy trade, clear path. Easy trade, clear path. No hitting the wall. Okay. Where's that? Where is that? Hold on. It's still going in the background. I need to, here we go. Boom. Okay. Get in my belly. I love that. We'll look at it, Philippe, right? We're going to go over that. Sorry. Oh, that's a really funny movie. I like that movie. All right, Ethereum, big money. Boom. Yep, Friday, they moved their price level up to 25.2965. You can see it right here. Hey, if you can't laugh at yourself, whew, I'm sorry. You're going to have a hard time. And over here, for the intraday, we're at 25.80. Did I change it on the other one? Hold on. Did I forget to change it on Bitcoin? Let's go back here. I feel like I forgot to type it. And I did. They're down here at 105,649.73 for intraday. Oh, let me turn the music back on. Boom. 105,649.73. This is a little too mellow jello because I feel like I'm more high energy than that. That's really boring. Okay, this is boring music. This music is not matching AMD, PLTR, and Circle. Yeah, Circle's already on the list, but I will add AMD and PLTR. I know that PLTR was hitting the news for some reason. I don't know why, but it was. All right, this mellow jello music, not cutting it today. Let's go to Ethereum. Let's map it out for Ethereum. All right, Ethereum then moved it up. We had the levels over there. Let's go to today's trading day. Big money point of control, 25.80 and 24 cents. And you can see this yellow path is the path that they took, right? So if you go above it, likely an easy trade. If you go below it, likely an easier trade. All right, we got that Camarilla there. 25.90 for the upside. For the downside, over here, 25. Let's do 25.45. 25.45 and 25.90. All right, let's do XRP. Let's go. XRP, big money level, 214.37. That has not changed. For the intraday, 223.59. All right. Much better. The other music was like sleepy. Sleepy, let's go take a nap. 2.255. Big advancement yesterday. Would look for it likely to go below those moving averages over here. Big money brought it down to 2.2189. We are below that. Let's bring it up. Oops, not that. 2.20. All right. 2.2030. 2.2030 and 2.2555. All right, let's go to Doge. I just saying, watch Tesla to break above 333 and 336. All right, so big money for Doge from April's up here at 0.18121. That has not changed. Our big money levels for intraday is at 0.17385. Bulk of the volume between 0.17183 and 0.17567. Let's put it up here, 0.176. Or below 0.171. 0.171, 0.176. All right, let's go to Solana. All right, I hope this makes sense to you all. Also, I didn't check out the crypto fear and greed. 53 there. Ooh, we're going to have a bigger move today in crypto. And let's go to regular fear and greed. What do we have for the regular fear and greed today? What are we going to see? Oh, we're going to see a big move today here in the market, at least at open. I like your logo there, Philippe. Is that like an alien? That's pretty cool. All right, so Solana, we have dropped down. Big money is at 151.72 today. Pull this down here. 151.72. Price actions down below. We got to go below 149.80. We hit the 33 yesterday, pulled back. 153.50. One more. All right, 149.80 for potential short on Solana, 153.50. And a reminder, this is all my personal opinion. You know, everybody has an opinion. I respect yours. Please respect mine. Please do your due diligence. I am not a licensed stockbroker at the moment. And therefore, all of this is just my opinion. You cannot, basically, you need to do your own risk management is what I'm trying to say there, right? All right, let me get this going where I always share out the crypto levels online. We are below 2 of the cryptos and above 3 over here. All right, let's go to VERV. All right, VERV is rocking it. This is lower float. This is a light yellow. This is a bright yellow. NVIDIA is not, it's 23.4 billion. That messed me up. This is a light yellow over here. And this is a light yellow. All right, let's go to short volume for VERV. Jane, what the heck is short volume? You have short volume, you have short float. Short float is 2 weeks old. In today's data age, why are you going to trade with 2-week-old information? Short volume is from the day prior. If I see that the short volume for the advancing stocks is higher than 50%, like Reddit, there is a chance for a short squeeze at open. What does that mean? You have the shorts that are covering their position of stock that they borrowed, and you have the longs that are looking to enter. When that happens, it can have a quick pop to the upside, which is good for the scalping traders. They many times will like low float short squeezes because it's an adrenaline rush. It's a quick, easy profit, but you have to be very fast. So it's not for the novice traders. It's better for the more experienced trader. All right, so VERV for today, big money point of control on the intraday is at 11.08 so far. If we go below 11, it's at 11.05. You could put it at 11.88. Let's put 11.88. Sorry, 10.88 right there. Or I want to bring it up to 11.50 for potential long if it goes above there. Lower float, so be cautious. All right, let's go to RGC. If you guys have any stocks you'd like to see, put it in the chat. Sorry, I just blocked the chat there. Geopolitical tensions can give us a gap fill for SPY to 578 before we see 613. Hedge, you know what? In my personal opinion, I think we are going to see a move to the upside continuing because they moved their big money point of control yesterday. And we are getting close to being above that. So we shall see. I mean, bottom line, we're below it right now. But we could easily see that it does move to the upside fairly quickly. All right. Let's put up here 92 for potential long trade on RGC. The split. Many times you see a split and then it does crash down. So be prepared for that. We'll put the crash zone at 70. Watch that 70 crash. You remember Crash Test Dummies, the band? Anybody remember that? Yeah, you're hoping for the gap fill. I think the gap fill is going to happen after, personally. I feel like there's a lot of, oh, let's get out of this. Look at this nice rounded bottom here. We're about to advance back up, testing new highs. Love it. Ready to the sky, baby. This is, if we back it out, right? Well, we already said 268. That's my target long term for Reddit now. 268, 132.50 to the upside. Hey, what happened to the music? What happened? Can you guys hear me? Okay, you can hear me. I can't hear the music. Let's refresh that page. One headlight, yeah. One head. I'm not going to sing it. Not going to sing it. All right, Reddit volume level, it's at 129.87. Let's put 129.50 here and 132.50. Very weird. It is not playing anything. One headlight. Well, that was weird. Come on, let's go. All right, NVIDIA, topping out up here. You know what's really cute? So in the morning, I give my girls snuggles, wake them up with some love, right? They're only small for so long. And if you wake up with love and you end your day with love, then they feel love, right? From the beginning and the end of their day. So that's my personal opinion. I feel like you can't, when they're small, you can't instill enough love, right? So 144.60 for NVIDIA and 145.51. All that to say, in the morning, I look at charts with my 8-year-old in bed. We were looking at the SPY. She's like, Mommy, it was going up, then it went down, but now it's going back up again. I was like, yeah, but what do you see, right? What do you see here? What do you see with this blue line? I said, it's like the ceiling, right? You're hitting a ceiling up there. It's like, yeah. I said, so we don't know which way it's going to go. It could be stalling up here because they're hitting a ceiling, i.e. resistance. Or it could turn back down, right? We have the April level right here or it could move to the upside. So it's fun to even teach an 8-year-old and make it super simple. That's what I tried to do in my book, right? So John, you read the book, pretty easy to understand. Do you have any questions about it? Asif as well, you've read it. What do you think? Right, circle, we can go above 159 here or below 155.50. All right, let's go to Tesla. Hey, great day, Frank. How are you? See, Tesla is breaking this trend line. Looks like a wonky head and shoulders. Oops, up here, came back. Oh yeah, contracts are done. Just kidding, we're gonna buy more. And then they popped it up here, right? So they popped it back up here. We are hitting this trend line. It really needs to close above 330 before this is going to have a bigger move. In my opinion, just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Do with it what you like. Hey, I turned off all my moving averages. Oh, my moving averages off. Ça c'est weird la. That's better. That's all good. 327.60. I gotta tell you, I'm putting creatine in my coffee. Get the protein how I can. Hitting the gym, building some muscle. Who else uses creatine? Anybody else? You love it, Asif? Is it a game changer for you, Asif? Do you use it for day trading or swing trading more? I absolutely love it. It makes life so much easier. Tesla, potential long above 327.60, potential short below 326. Big money is at 326.91. All right, Coinbase. We got a ceiling above us. Even my 8-year-old daughter understands this. My 10-year-old, no interest in trading. My 8-year-old, yes. It's okay. It's not meant for everybody. Some people need the patience for it. Some people need to see the patterns. Doing back testing for both. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so Coinbase, big money is between 255.70. Let's put over here 255.50 for potential short trade there, or above 257. Big money's at 256.70 on the intraday right now. It does change, so do not hold that with a grain of salt. The big money level, harder to change because that's on the 24-hour candle. All right, let's go to FSLR. We are checking out FSLR for Philippe. Are you still there, Philippe? If you guys like the live stream, you're just joining me. Airplane Jane, been in the stock market for 25 years. This is my personal opinion. I trade with the big money point of control. And you know what, Philippe? I don't really know or care why it's dropping. I see the big money sold over here, 156.85. All that matters, it doesn't matter the reason why. Actually, I will tell you the reason why. The big money sold. That's the why. The news story, it's hot air. They're going to say whatever they want to create buyers. They're going to say whatever they want to create sellers, right? We could pull this down here. 150. Hey, if it goes above 150, potential for that to retrace. We are in gap fill mode over here. Maybe they want to bring it all the way down to 133. Wowie, this is dropping like a rock. This has 100 million. I'm going to put it, we're at 138, 137.50. 137.50 right there. Beautiful. All right, let's go to, oh, that's FSLR. Oh, it's so close. 137.50 and 150. Oh no, see, look at it. It's stopping. It's a stopping. Okay, Solar Edge. All of the solar stocks right now. Do you notice that? Solar Edge, Tesla, First Solar. Let's see what other solar stocks. Well, it doesn't really matter. They're all in retracement mode. Maybe because it's not the way of the future and they're all feeling the pinch. And the essential minerals to produce everything, the cost of silver. What's going on with silver? Silver's at $36.86. Oh yeah, baby. 17 and 16 over here for Solar Edge. Big money. It's up here at let's put it at 1740. Correction. Let's put up here at 1740. Above the 33 exponential. And 16. It is lower float, so please be cautious if you are shorting this. Big money is down below at 1487. So maybe they're just creating the retracement for it. Whoo-wee. Like I said, I think 32 is going to be that trend line. Stop and bottom over here. You think a big, beautiful bill reduced tax credits for solar. Doesn't really matter what it is. The big guys knew already and sold, right? Maybe a bit more aggressive over here. Let's put this at 37 instead of 37.34 or below. Yeah, because there's really no benefit, right? Guess what? All these cars, everything is solar. The cars, 37 there. All right, let's go to PLTR for hedge. We already did circle. PLTR continuing to move higher. Had a little bit of a sell-off wick yesterday. For today, PLTR looks like it's continuing 142.80 or below 142. It gives you 13 cents, 141.87 there. All right, and let's look at AMD, right? AMD over here, moving to the upside. Yeah, this is a nice chart. Big money came back in over here. Lots of big volume. We are above that big volume candlestick. That's a pretty nice bullish move, right? Let's also, for fun, check out the short 53. Little squeeze-a-roo maybe going to happen to those that shorted. 129.50 if that breaks before pre-market. 130 or below 128 over here. All right. Let's go to the indexes, and unless you guys have anything else that you want to check out, did you guys put anything else in the chat that I have missed? Put it in the chat if you would like me to check on it. I mean, it doesn't really matter why. They're just all dropping, right? You can see that that's what's happening. All right, so the Dow, we have not changed 422.75. 425.40. We are testing that trend line much like Tesla right now. Tesla is not one of these Dow 30 stocks. AMD. I did do AMD, Terry. Right here. 128 and 129.50. Did it. I'm going to go over it. VXX. Let's do this too. VXX, big money level, is below us. 52.41. That means market retracement. As long as we stay above 52.41, they're going to sell off the market. UVXY, we're not there just yet, right? UVXY, left chart right here is 24 hours. This is 5 minutes with the watermarks. So 21 calls. Yeah, VIX is at 2019. Depends on your expiration date there, Hedge. So UVXY, if we close back above 2220, we will definitely be moving down. The VXX is going to be more fear-driven. So the fear, wow, bombs, bombs, fear, right? Well, let's see what happens here, because they're doing the tango with the big money level. We've only gone below for a little bit. Now, they could take this higher up to say 620, 615, 613, and boom, drop it down. They always take it to a new high typically before they sell it off. Suck those buyers in, right? Let's look at the Dow. All right, and I got to touch on GameStop as well. Sorry, let's touch on GameStop first. GameStop, we are above that big money level. I'm liking it. I'm liking it just for fun. If they wanted to do, for example, a retracement zone, I would say up to 26, which also happens to be the 161 exponential. So I would look at that and say, hey, maybe I would get in at 23, use a 26 target. I know we've got some GameStop traders, some Roaring Kitty apers, and it's awesome, right? I'm glad that he inspired people to get into the market, but I think personally it's better to trade with the big guys. 23 and 23, 22. All right, back to the Dow. Dow, big money today. Their big money level is at 423.60. So we got to go above over here. 424.26. Let's put up here 424.50. Or we go, whoop, that's not what I wanted to do. We go here, 423.50. 422.90. What's that price? 95. 422.95 and 424.50. All right, we are below the January level and above the April level. Maybe positioning a little sandwich zone there. I would not personally trade the Dow. Right now with the Russell, we are below. No, sorry, we're just above. Sorry, correction, we are just above the Russell level. This is 2,000 stocks. They could have sucked people in and maybe they're going to take it down. Yesterday was super big volume. Hey, maybe we're going to continue this war. Go ahead, get in. We're going to pump it in the news that it's going to be treacherous. Chaos. Everything's going to happen. So, you know, maybe they're doing that. Maybe. Let's go 2880. Sorry, 208.80 and 209.50. We're above both of those levels, but it's right here. 208.55 is the bottom one there. So be careful, right? They could, of course, the price is manipulated. Isn't this cool that this trend line, boom, moving to the upside? We can get rid of this one. And we'll leave this one here. They came down, they tested it. Nope, we're not done buying just yet. Down to the 15, bounce it up. But look at all the selling wicks. That is not bullish to see all of those selling wick days, right? We got to read the candles. It's a tug of war of buyers and sellers. That's what the story is telling you. All right, so the big money for the Qs today is at 531.48. Let's put it 531 and 532. Pretty narrow. Let's do 208.80. Below bear, going to enjoy. Oh yeah, 531. They're still positioning right now, in my opinion. It's a wait, day trade, no swing trading at the moment. We have the SPY up here. Yeah, they sold at a level that they sold almost. It was 602.80 that they sold in January. And then they bought down here. Okay, cool, right? We're going to buy and then we're going to get in and we're going to take it higher. And then potentially we're going to sell. We start to see that there's bigger selling volume. Wake up, right? Pay attention to the volume at the bottom. So 650 over here as a upper bound for potential trade, and 599.20. You see, that's where they bought before. So if it goes below and that's not going to hold, potential short there. 599.20 and 650. All right. So that is it for today. Let's also see our announcements. The numbers were not looking good. Zeros there. Let's check out for tomorrow. What do we have going on? 8:30 unemployment claims. So they could still be positioning for a bigger move tomorrow. plus news overnight, all of that good stuff. We do have what looks like will be some 8 bigger moves at open coming for crypto and for stocks. If you'd like to see my swing trades, come and join me over on TikTok. It's Airplane Jane. Give me a follow over there, trying to get up to 1,000 followers. And thank you, Hedge. Have a great money-making day as well. I really appreciate y'all joining here in the morning. I appreciate the chats. I appreciate the questions. It helps to make my morning fun to help others. And there's nothing better than helping other people. So carpe profit, seize those profits one trade at a time. Don't just have a good day, have a great day, and check out my book. I will repost the link in the chats. I think I will, and I think I can, and it's not wanting me to. There we go. Have an amazing trading day. Carpe profit. See you all tomorrow. Bye for now. Don't forget, Thursday